Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to mark your banding material so you can space your pixels. We're using the square pixels, and the problem, even though even if you wanted these or had them made with 4-inch spacing, the problem is did the Chinese get this one and this spacing exactly? They get them close. But what happens is when we first just tried to put these on one right after the other and we compare 2 to 2, they're off. What happens is this may be off a 1/16 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch, and if the next one is, it all adds up, and by the end you have offset pixels. So if you want to do a cool tree with graphics or video, you want to keep your pixels as straight as possible. So we've tried everything. We've actually tried to make a tool that would snap on to the pixel or just slide right on, and this would give us 4-inch spacing. We had a slot for the wire to come up, and then we would lay it down on here, and what we would do is we would tape one end and then tape this end, take it off, and then tape the other side, and then move on, snap this on down to the next one. We would leave it on this side and then snap it on the next one. And we did 2 of them that way, and they were both offset. We've been working with Walter Monkhouse, who has a tree called the Color Motion, and he was telling me everything he did, and when he told me he marked his, I thought he was literally crazy, because there's no way I'm going to do that. That's just a lot of work to take a tape measure, and this stuff here, it flips and flops, and trying to keep it straight would just be a lot of work. So, but anyway, I eventually came to the realization that that's what I'm going to have to do. That's the only way to do it. So what we did is I come up with another tool that we cut out for plasma table, and this right here is pretty much the width of one of these. And so what we do is, if you notice here on the end, this width here is the width of 5/8 banding material, and we got it on each end so we can line it up. Okay, but when you get started, you're going to want to start your first square pixel right here on this here if you want to get it all the way to the top. I mean, you can move yours down if you want, but we're putting ours on top. So you want to get that screw center, okay, and then you want to look down here, and again, our 5/8 width piece here, you want to line that up with your banding material. And then once I got it centered, we're using a paint marker by Elmer's. It's a white one, and you don't want to use a dry erase, because you'll be handling this banding material and you'll end up wiping it off. So once we got it centered, we're going to mark here. And this one's up a little bit high because of this clip or end piece. So you have the first 2, you have to hold your hand under it. Okay, and then the rest you can just push down to the ground. I got a little bit too much paint there, but just make sure you get enough at the end. Mine's got a little much paint in it. This is a pump version where you push it down to get more paint. Okay, now once I get that done, I'm going to pull it down. If you got a big long table, you may want to try it on that. But I'm going to overlap this one, get that centered, go to my other end, and get that lined up. Then I'm going to come back down. Just hold your hand down slightly, put a little pressure on it, keep the banding material from sliding. Okay, this one's set up, like I said, 4-inch spacing. We'll probably have different versions. If other people want 3.5, 3-inch, we can make up whatever. But we want to kind of have a standard if we can. But anyway, you're going to just do this continually until you get to the end. And then, like I said in another video, your hook that's going to go on the end will not go on until you get your last light on. Then we'll show you how to put that piece on. But just look for that next video, and thanks for watching.